Hello and welcome to the wrap-up on UCFM, your Thursday guide on all the latest in clubs, news and events from across UC's Bruce campus. I'm your host Ben and it is week 4 of semester 1. On today's show we have 3 student clubs joining us in a very special triple club spotlight. First up we'll hear from UC Dramatic Arts Club about their upcoming production, and after that we'll hear from UC ROBO about all things robotic. Later on we'll speak with UC Snowsport about sewing opportunities and more. As always, stay tuned throughout the show for the latest UC news and a weekly events guide. Before we get into it, just a reminder to follow us on our socials at UCFM_87.8 to keep up to date with everything happening, and join the conversation today by sending us a message during the show on our text line at 0415 774405. And another big reminder that you can tune into UCFM live and from anywhere by downloading the iHeartRadio app. Without further ado, let's wrap things up. Now, to start this week's show, we have Katerina and Angelia from the UC Dramatic Arts Club. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming. Well, I thought I'd invite you because you guys have a very special show coming up. Tell us a little bit about that.
We do, yes. That special production is Pride and Prejudice.
Exciting.
So if you don't know what Pride and Prejudice is about, it's a Regency era kind of romantic drama set around our 2 main characters, our love interests, Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. It's a classic enemies to lovers, pining, a bit of yearning on the marriage mart as well. You see another couple of love interests around the production as well. So yeah, that's basically the whole gist of it, really. It really centers around Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy and how they interact and, I guess, fall in love with each other.
Wow, yeah. I mean, how are you 2 getting involved yourselves in the production?
We are actually the co-directors of the
Wow.
production.
Yes, we are, yes.
So it's been in the works for us 2 for a while.
Yes, we've had a long couple of months planning on this production and casting and rehearsals. So yeah, it's been amazing though, working with Katerina. Yeah.
Yeah, and how has that gone so far? What's the preparation been like up to this moment?
It's been great. Yeah, there's been a lot of ups and downs, which is the life of directing a production.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, it's been really great though, really rewarding. You get to see all of the cast progress and how they're acting and just with blocking and everything, and yeah, it's just been a really great just to see the start and then eventually to the finish when we perform.
Yeah. I think we've just finished blocking Act 1, which is really exciting. So now we're moving on to Act 2 and then we'll be up to production days basically.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. So when are you guys expecting to debut on the stage?
It is the
16th, 17th and 18th of April. So that will be in the week 9 class-free break. Yeah, so the Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Yes.
Wow, yeah. And how long do you guys usually run a production for?
Well, I think it's just a couple of months. It depends on how long we kind of need. But yeah, it varies between productions. But for us, we started auditions actually in August of last year.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
So yeah, it's been a
long time coming.
A long time coming. Yes, it's been definitely a long time coming. So yeah, quite a few months. We only started rehearsals actually in February. Yes. So long time for preparation, short time for rehearsals, but it's been going well so far.
Certainly, yeah. And I hear that you guys have yet another production coming on the horizon. Tell me about that.
So the next production is Little Shop of Horrors. And yeah, I guess we'll have auditions. It's the week after, isn't it? So in the week 10.
Yeah, it will be the week after Pride and Prejudice. So there is audition info that's released, I think it was last week, I think so. So if people head over to our Instagram, UC Dramatic Arts Club, and then our bio, there's the audition info. And then if you have joined our Discord as well, it's also in there as well, audition info and how to audition and yeah.
The other thing is it's not just auditions, so if you feel like being backstage, there's also a form to fill out for that if you're not wanting to perform but you still want to get involved.
Definitely. I mean, Speaking of backstage, what sort of roles do you guys have that aren't just directly in the spotlight, I guess?
We do have, so we have our sound, we have our lighting, we have a couple of people doing some costuming. We have some people trying to get our props as well. Yeah, I think that's basically the whole gist of our backstage area. Yeah.
Wow, I mean, a lot of opportunities.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, for anyone who's interested in the club generally, do you guys have anything else running that isn't just productions?
I would say not currently right now, I'd say so. I think we're very stacked on our productions.
Busy,
since we are, I think from now on, we're going to be doing 2 productions a year now.
Hopefully.
So hopefully, fingers crossed. So semester 1 and semester 2.
The only other thing is this Friday we do have a second part of the BBC Pride and Prejudice viewing party coming up, which should be fun.
Exciting. I mean, did you guys... Sorry, were you guys directly involved in the making of the idea to do Pride and Prejudice?
Yeah, I remember it was getting around to that time of pitching productions, like to pitch, and it was I was thinking of directing, like, pitching something, and I was looking through, I was just like, what should we kind of do? What's something that would be great that we can have a lot of people coming to, that everyone knows, and I kind of just thought, oh, Pride and Prejudice sounds like really fun. You don't really get to see like too much of that in a way, but then I also didn't want to direct by myself as well, so Katarina and I just messaged. We've worked together before in productions as well, and we love Pride and Prejudice, and so we thought, why not we just combine forces and do this together?
Of course, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to come because I've never seen Pride and Prejudice before.
Oh my gosh!
And I'm excited just hearing about how long it's taken you guys to put everything together.
We would love for you to come and see. We'd love for everyone to come and see it. Yeah,
well, sounds like a plan. I mean, yeah, for anyone who's sort of interested in finding out more about the production or just the club in general, how can we find you?
Well, you can find us through our Instagram, UC Dramatic Arts Club. I believe we have a TikTok, which hopefully we'll have more TikToks coming when it's full promotion for Pride and Prejudice. So our Instagram, and then also our Discord as well, which is the same UC Dramatic Arts Club. That's where we get a lot of our announcements and things for not only productions, but for also watch parties or showcase nights, how to join and things like that. So yeah, those 2, Discord and Instagram, probably our main ones. Yeah.
And I guess maybe for students who need a little bit more encouraging, I'd love to know what made you guys so excited about doing dramatic arts at UC.
I'm studying drama teaching, so it was a very fun and easy thing to get into.
Very natural to get into it.
And also everyone's really, really welcoming and everyone's happy to help you out if you need it. It also creates a lovely friendship group and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, thank you so much for joining us.
That's okay. Thank you for having us.
Now it's time for the UC News Wrap. UC has launched the Tackling Indigenous Smoking Digital Repository. The archive of resources will showcase development in the health initiative over its 16-year history. Chancellor Emeritus Professor Tom Calma appeared at the launch last week with a keynote speech celebrating the success of the program. The program itself has coincided with a 21% drop in smoking among Indigenous people from its 2010 start to 2024. Professor Calma noted that lowering smoking rates is one of only 4 closing the gap targets that are on track for achievement. UC's Associate Professor Dr. Penny Upton, now the program's National Best Practice Unit Research and Evidence Lead, explained that the program has caused a real difference in terms of people's attitude and knowledge. Professor Calma hopes that the repository, which is inspired by UC's Australian National Museum of Education, will become a source of inspiration for future First Nations community programs. And UC's affiliate schools program has been recognised at the 2026 Shaping Australia Awards, taking home top spot in the Future Builder category. The program brings academics and teachers together across a partnership between UC and the ACT Education Directorate. Their work focuses on research, professional learning, and pre-service teacher education. Since its creation in 2019, the program has seen more than 5,000 pre-service teachers and $1.7 million in funding for research projects. Program lead, clinical associate Professor Joanne Keynes has celebrated the win, stating that it reinforces what we see in our affiliated schools, that when universities and education systems work together, learners benefit the most. The award was presented at the Universities Australia dinner and annual conference 2 weeks ago. And researchers at UC are launching a new study exploring whether community running events can improve the well-being of people living with dementia. The project will investigate how participation in Parkrun, a free weekly 5-kilometre community walk or run, could support quality of life, refer people with dementia to Parkrun events as part of their care. Led by researcher Dr. Georgina Chelberg, the 2-year pilot will examine whether healthcare professionals can use social prescribing to refer people with dementia to Parkrun events as part of their care. The research aims to generate real-world evidence on how community-based activities may help reduce isolation, build confidence, and improve well-being for people living with dementia and their carers. Staying on the topic of research, UC will be involved in a research partnership trialling an innovative toolkit to help prevent and detect delirium in hospital patients. The Prevention and Early Delirium Identification Carer Toolkit, known as PREDICT, supports family members and carers to recognize early signs of delirium and communicate changes to healthcare staff, helping improve early intervention and patient outcomes. The project, led by Professor Christina Agar in partnership with Canberra Health Services, is funded by a $1.34 million National Health and Medical Research Council grant and will be tested across several Canberra hospitals. And finally, this week UC announced a new partnership with the Salvation Army's Melbourne Project 614 to create a tailored education pathway aimed at strengthening the organisation's workforce. The partnership will offer Project 614 staff and volunteers a professional certificate designed to build skills and confidence for frontline community work, particularly in supporting those experiencing homelessness, poor health, isolation, and other complex social challenges. The course was co-designed by the university and Project 614 to combine academic learning and real-world experience. Leaders from both organizations say the initiative will help workers respond more effectively in growing demand for community services while building a sustainable, skilled workforce to support vulnerable people with dignity and compassion. And that's the latest news from around campus. Now we have another 2 special guests. We have Kyle and Tiff from UC ROBO. Welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having us.
So for anyone who's unaware, because I think UC ROBO is quite a new club, tell us about what you guys do.
Okay, so UC ROBO is a student-started club that's based mainly for and more STEM students and engineering students, where we participate in social events, we have trivia nights, and we're currently having the ACT BattleBots that we're going to have coming up soon.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
So we focus on engineering and robotics. We're replacing the old UC Engineering Society. It kind of fell apart during COVID. And so we needed a new club for engineering students.
Of course, yeah. And, I mean, what sort of activities do you guys run week to week?
So our big event that we're working up towards is the ACT BattleBots competition that we're doing in collaboration with the ANU RRC Club, and we've got people participating from ANU and University of New South Wales. And so in preparation for that, we're running a bunch of workshops. This next week, we're going to have a workshop at UC's Makerspace, Workshop 7, on Friday at 2 p.m. People are preparing their designs for their BattleBots.
Yeah, and for the BattleBot event itself, tell us how that's going to look like.
So that's just going to look like a series of different people coming up with their robots that they've built. You can have maybe 2 or more robots that you enter into the competition, and then
we'll have teams of up to 4 people. And these are ant weight robots, so they're max out at 150 grams. They're tiny little robots, and they're kind of adorable.
Yeah.
But they're also vicious, and they're fighting each other. They've got spinning blades, they've got arms, they've got flippers, and they're trying to knock each other out of the arena and smash each other to bits.
That sounds exciting to me. And for anyone who's interested, is it still open for participants to get involved?
Yeah, it should be open for participants to get involved. You just have to buy your own equipment and just come on, join us on the workshop and just build your robot. Yeah.
And we're more than happy to help people get started. A lot of us are building robots for the first time. You know, there's a lot of new students in the robotics program at UC, and so we'll connect you with resources, suggest parts to use for your robot.
Yeah, and what's made you guys get excited to get involved with UC Robo?
For me personally, when I started in my first year, I didn't have anything that would link, say, a social arena to my degree. So this is a great place to meet new people who have shared interests, and it's also a great way to start learning things that you were not quite familiar with. Yes.
Yeah. We're both in the engineering program at UC, and you know, there's a missing connective tissue between what we learn in class and what we want to do with robots.
Of course, yeah. And do you guys run anything to support engineering students in their studies outside of the building robots, which is very exciting, but like getting into the, you know, assignments and stuff, do you guys do anything related to that?
Yeah. It's important to us that we're encompassing all of engineering and not just focusing on robotics.
Yeah.
So we have a couple of workshops on the horizon, one being an introduction to version control, which I know sounds riveting, but is truly critical for engineers and software developers. And so we're working with UC Devs to arrange this workshop and, you know, teach people how to use GitHub, stuff that's not covered in programming class. Another one we're going to do is setting up Linux on your own computer and setting up the robot operating system development environment we use in our robot classes.
Yeah. In addition to what Kyle said, we also have Engineers Australia, which we are currently working with as a sponsor and as a collaborator, where we have opportunities for students to go meet up in network events with people who are already in industry, and also has a great platform for like courses for like when you're starting up an internship or when you're doing all this stuff after uni. So just an after uni experience as well.
I mean, that sounds very useful for engineering students. If any engineering students are listening and they're wishing to get involved, how can they find you guys?
They can find us obviously on the UC website for the clubs. You can sign up, and you can also find us on Instagram at UC Robo, on LinkedIn as well, on UC Robo as well.
Yeah, if you search UC Robo, you'll find us pretty easily.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Well, thank you so much for joining us in the studio.
Thank you for having us.
It's time for our third and final student club for this episode. Welcome Iona and Luke from UC Snowsports.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Thanks for coming into the studio. So tell us about what UC Snowsports has on offer for students.
Well, we do like Canberra-based events, but we also go to the snow a lot, obviously. Yeah.
We're a social-based club, so all of our events and trips are about meeting people and getting to the snow, all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, unfortunate. I'm sure you guys find it very unfortunate that the snow isn't around year-round in Australia. What do you guys do when you're not able to get into the snow?
We really do happen to make that work, believe it or not. We've got coming up next week our coast trip to Marmarang, which is very exciting, where we get together and meet each other before the season starts. So it's a really good chance to meet the whole club and see what it's about before it gets into the season.
Yeah, and how often do you guys go on trips with the club?
Well, we got like coast coming up, obviously, but then we got 3 or 4 trips to the snow planned so far. So we go to Hotham, we go to Jindabyne a couple times, Perisher, then we got like balls and stuff as well.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And how do you guys find, what's the benefit, I guess, of going with a club rather than just going by yourself?
There's really that social aspect that you don't get if you just go by yourself. We take groups of, I think our biggest is Hotham, which we combine with ANU Snowsports, getting us up to 80 students all at once. So it's a really good chance to meet people, especially if you're from out of Canberra and you haven't been to the snow before even. We have a beginner's trip lined up, yes.
Yeah, I mean, for the beginners trip, what sort of does that look like for anyone who's maybe interested in joining?
Yeah, so we organise a either day trip or a few days. It depends on the year and kind of the interest in the trip. But either to Corran Forest or Perisher, and we'll arrange like accommodation, food, lessons and tickets, and we kind of offer packages based on your needs, and bring up a big group, and you get to hang out with each other while learning. It's quite fun.
And there is quite few snow sports. Do you guys specialize in anything particular, or do you guys just welcome anyone from the entire spectrum?
Well, we mainly ski and board, but we're all pretty good, so we can teach people how to do it. Me and Aaron are both board. I grew up skiing. A lot of our other execs ski as well. So everyone gets up there. Everyone gets to learn. Everyone has fun. You're never riding by yourself either, so you're always with a group of people, which is always fun.
And what got you two involved in the club personally?
Ooh, I've always grown up skiing and boarding. I guess Luke has too. And then coming into uni, you want to get involved and you see Snowsports and it's like, oh, of course, we'll give that a go. But I think like throughout high school, I was in my high school club, and then I've just kind of always been a part of it and into it, which has been pretty good. How about you, Luke?
I mean, for me, I'm not from Canberra, so I'm the perfect example. So I moved to Canberra, walking around Market Day, pretty much first day in Canberra, and saw the sign and was like, I'm going to sign up for that. That looks fun. Met everyone at the coast trip. It was an amazing time. Lots of like new people. Yeah, it's really fun.
I mean, definitely a great way to meet people and get active as well, which is important. I mean, tell us, because you guys go on quite a few many trips. I'm getting jealous. I need to join you guys. But tell us how your last trip went.
Ooh, what was our last one? Was it Hotham?
Social trip. It
was beautiful. I unfortunately did sprain my ankle on the first day, but it was really, really fun. What happened on snow, Luke? I missed out, but still really good. Even I was stuck in the accommodation, still had a great time.
Well, we do a lot of like on snow activities as well. So we'll like ride in our undies one day. We'll do a run. But yeah, we just have fun. Like everyone's there. They participate. Nobody just doesn't enjoy themselves. Unlike Erna. Even though she injured herself, she was still having fun the entire week.
I still ran around, had charcuterie boards and things. It was still really good. Yeah.
Well, how's the upcoming snow season looking like?
Oh, I mean, it's Australia. It's never that good. But it's all about the people. It's the whole point, you know.
Definitely.
Like still kind of making the most of it where we can, that kind of thing.
Of course. And for anyone who's interested in getting involved, how can they find you guys?
Oh, our Instagram is probably our best. Shout out Rika, our head of socials. She's very good with that, keeping everyone up to date on all the details will be posted there. Yeah, I'd say Instagram.
And you guys are open to all UC students?
Open to all levels. We even technically take on non-student members. If they're interested, they can come along. Yeah, very open.
Sounds good to me. Well, I'm gonna have to. I've been thinking about maybe skiing, so we'll see if you find me there.
You should join up. Join up. We'll teach you.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Now let's have a look at the upcoming events on campus. On Friday, March 13, it's Census Day, and UCX is hosting a free Census Day brunch. Head to the Northern Concourse lawn from 11 a.m. for snacks and sweet treats, including pies, sausage rolls, caramel slice, and chocolate croissants. And just a quick reminder that Census Day is the final day for students to finalise their enrolment and fees for Semester 1. So if you're thinking of unenrolling from a class, please do so by March 13, which is tomorrow, to avoid any potential financial or academic penalties. And next week is Respect at Uni Week here at UC. On Monday, March 16, head to the concourse between 11:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. for a discussion about creating healthy, respectful, and supportive relationships. And if you're an HDR student, visit the UCX Student Lounge between 2:30 and 3:30 p.m. for a further discussion on building healthy relationships in academia, which is very important. And on Tuesday, March 17, the UC Medical and Counselling Centre is open for free STI screenings and relationships advice from bulk billed GPs between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Visit the UC events page for booking info. Also between 11 and 2 p.m, the Respect at Uni Week Market Day is on at the concourse. There'll be a variety of stalls themed to the week and a free lunch. Stick around and head to the UC Bar between 5:30 and 8 p.m. on the day for Drag Trivia with Fish and Freak Productions. And on Wednesday, March 18, a quick break from the Respect at Uni week because all UC students are invited to the ANU Sports Hall for the Health and Education Career Fair. Employers from across the health and education sectors will be around from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. to discuss graduate programs, internships, work experience, and casual employment. Back at UC, visit the lawns outside UC Bar from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. for a conversation between special guests Darcy Moore, Dee Salmon, Tarang Chawla, and David Pocock. Topics will include relationships, masculinity, gender expectations, dating, sex, boundary setting, and gender-based violence. Attendees are invited to submit a question via the UC Events page. After that, on the Northern Concourse lawn from 12:30 p.m, the Respect Now Always team are hosting an afternoon tea to discuss breaking down gender stereotypes, building healthy relationships, and their mission at UC. And to finish off the day, there's a classic musical bingo back in the UC Bar from 5:30 to 8 p.m. And on Thursday, March 19, find the Respect Now Always team at the Coffee Grounds between 10:30 a.m. and 12 p.m. and let them know that you've completed the Respect Matters module on Canvas for a free hot drink voucher. And from 2:30 to 4 p.m, the UC Wellbeing team are hosting a crafternoon to create and connect in the refectory. Rounding off Respect at Uni Week, UC Queer Club are teaming up with Respect Now Always for a game night in the Q Space. They'll have Jackbox and Kahoot, two classic games. So back to back. So make sure to stop by between 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. On Friday, March 20, UC is celebrating culture and community during the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. Visit the Southern Concourse lawn from 12:30 to 2 p.m. for activities including a mix and match game where you'll match hello in different languages with their place of origin. They'll also have a post-it wall where you can add your thoughts about feeling at home. Also on the 20th, the Brumbies are taking on the Chiefs for round 6 of the Super Rugby Pacific season at GIO Stadium, and UC students get tickets for free. Kickoff is at 7:35 p.m, and you can use the password Ruckus26 or visit the UC Events page for your free ticket. And a quick reminder of the free food that is on offer every week here at UC. In the refectory, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, Feed is serving up free breakfast, including cereal, toast, juice, coffee, and tea between 8 and 10 a.m. And head back to the Feed between 12:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. from Tuesday through Thursday for $5 lunch meals. A reminder to renew or sign up for your free UCX membership, as $5 lunches are only available to UCX members. And that's what's happening around UC. Make sure to check out the UC events pages and UC socials for more info on these events and to find out what else is happening around campus. Sadly, that's all we have time for today, but thanks for joining us on The Wrap Up. You can listen to this episode and past episodes of The Wrap Up on our website, ucfm.com.au, or find the podcast version wherever you get your podcasts. And there's always something happening around campus, so make sure to keep an eye out on socials and the student bulletin. Don't forget to follow our socials as well, UCFM_87.8, and we'll be back again next week to keep you up to date with what's going on around UC. But until then, that's a wrap.